Okay, so this is what the today we are going to learn, that is the 8-bit ports in 8051. So till now, whatever the sessions we have attended for the unit number 2. So I hope you all are get aware and you have studied in this vacation and you have gone through the YouTube videos and whatever it is uploaded on the study material. So with this in a continuation, today we are going to learn the 8-bit ports in 8051. So before going to start with this, the port, already the introduction part we have studied about this, the ports. So what are the ports and what is their function, and the in brief about the ports in which are available in the 8051. So based on that, a few questions that is in the poll I have arranged. So I hope you all are there in front of me and you're listening to me. So I'm just going to launch the poll. So you all of has to answer for this one. So 4 questions I have arranged over here. Though if you have studied, so definitely you will be able to give the answer, the correct answer for this one. So 4 questions. So we will arrange for the 4-minute time for this, and you can here. Yes, I'm launching this poll. So the poll might be in front of you. Just try to give the answer. Your time starts now. Who are there in this waiting list? Roll number 7. Read the questions carefully and try to give the correct answer. Okay, I got the first response from your side. So whatever the answers I am getting, so from that I hope that you have enjoyed the Diwali vacation. Okay, 2 minutes are over. Just choose the correct option and submit it. Okay, last few seconds. Only 50% student has given the or submitted the poll. Others also make it fast. Okay, few more seconds and I'm going to end the poll. Okay, just I'm making the end the poll. I got only 52% response. Again, it is just showing that your negligence. Okay, fine. So the result is in front of me, and the first question was how many ports are there in 8051? So I hope we all have repeated so many times that the port 0, port 1, port 2, and port 3 are available in the 8051. So the correct answer will be 4. But still others, so many has chosen the wrong answer. Second question, what is the size of each port? That is the capacity in that mean this is the size is concerned. So that also we have discussed so many times that each port is having 8 pin. So that is it's a size or the capacity of carrying the data. So 8 is the correct answer. But still few of the you has chosen the some other answer. Then the next one, that is the what is the address of port P2? So the address we have gone through the SFRs list, and from that this question is taken that what is the address of port P2. So if you have gone through this particular the SFR, so from that you will get that for port P2 90 is the address you will come to know. So those who have chosen that one, so they are the okay. And the last one, that is the repeated question, but only a little change I have made in the previous. If you have remembering the poll in IE register, that is SFR, EA is equal to 1. That is one of the bit. The name is EA is equal to 1 means what? So interrupt enabling or interrupt disabling. So definitely one means true, one means on, one means enable. In that way you can remember, and maximum has given the correct answer, that is the interrupt enabled. Okay, so this is what the today's poll is here. Now we will move towards the today's agenda or the bit. So I will just skip this now. Before going to learn this today's particular session, everyone should know about the transistor, the buffer, the multiplexer, D flip-flop, FET, and this all digital concepts. Got it? All of you know, should know before learning this concept. Today's concept is that the basic prerequisite is that the flip-flop, mux, buffer, FET, all these concepts everyone should know. Then and then only whatever today we are going to learn, so that we will come to get it that. Okay, so as we told that here 4 ports are there in this 8051. So each is having the location as we have seen. So I will just open this one. So this is the pinout diagram in front of you, and in which we have gone through, that is the which ports are there, where they located, and what is the their pin functioning. So as per this pinout diagram, 4 ports are there. That is, first is P0, see the cursor, then P1, then P2, and then P3. So in that also, if you go in a detail, so port 0 is having additional duty, or the additional work, or the additional function is of address or data lines. Address or data lines. At the same time, if you will see for the port 1, no other work is there or the function is there for port 1. Port 1 is purely used for input or output. So in that also one MCQs was given to you, the hint was given to you that whenever you are going to give logic 1 to any of pin, logic 1 to any one of pin, that time that pin will work as dash dash. Is it input or output? So the answer was, when 1, it will work as an input, and when 0, it will work as an output. A small trick also, I was just told that key O 0, like that. 0 means output. O like that. You can remember. Okay. So here that is the purely it is used for the input or output pin. At the same time, P2, if you will see, this is the P2 port. So it is having the 8 pins, but additional some features or the function is given or allotted to that is that the only address lines, not the data lines. Got it? Because if you will see the difference between port 0 and port 2. So port 0 is having AD0 to AD7, but port 2 is having only A8 to A15. Means only address lines are here, and for port 0 the address lines as well as the data lines are there. And the fourth one, that is the P3 port. So P3 port is having the 8 pins, but it is every pin is having the different function or the additional function. That is P3.0, that is pin number 10. What is the work? RxD. So RxD, that is nothing but the reception. Then pin number 11, it is for TXD, that is for transmission. Then 12, 13, it is for external interrupt. So what is this interrupt? In the next session, we are going to learn that. So interrupt, two external interrupts are there, INT 0 and INT 1. After that, pin number 14 and 15, they are the timers, T0 and T1. Pin 16 and 17, they are dedicated as a control lines. So which comes under the control lines, that is the read operation and the write operation. Pin number 18 and 19, it is used for the connecting the crystal. So what is the work of crystal? So crystal is deciding the speed of your controller. If you increase the frequency of that crystal, that processor will be more faster. Simple concept is here. Like what I was just given the example also, Pentium 1, Pentium 2, Pentium 3, and nowadays i3, i5, i7. So what is that? In i3 also 2-3 versions are there. So what is the difference between them? Just they have increased the clock frequency. Increase the clock frequency is nothing but just increasing this crystal. So if it is a 100 megahertz, so just add to the 200 megahertz. So definitely that the new version will become, and i3 new version or the faster i3 has came in the market. So this much importance is here for this particular the crystal. Okay, that decides the speed of this particular the processor. So this is what we talked about this particular the pin port 3. So in port 3, this crystal won't come. It is a separate one. Okay, so this is what I want to show it through this pinout diagram, and then come back to our the here. So port 0. So when the port 0 are there, so 8 pins are there. So this diagram you have to just look out at first. So this diagram is for only one pin. It is internally constructed. We don't have to build this circuit and onboard breadboard and all this. So it is internally there in the 8051. 8 pins are there. So such 8 circuits are there in the 8051 for port 0. So you can observe in this, what to be observed in this one. So what is there, which blocks are there, that we have to observe. So as you can see, the D flip-flop here, control panel also we can say, or in other words, 2:1 mux, means 2 inputs and 1 output. two inputs and one output is here. At the same time, one inverter is here and this one AND gate is here. And this one, what is this symbol of? Anyone knows? Is it a transistor? Can anyone want to try to give the answer? हा कशाचा symbol आहे?
It's transistor.
Yes, transistor.
But this is, I think you have not seen, or just make it a little zoom and just check it out. This is not the transistor. Means you will say, okay, sir, this is a transistor 100%. But the more correct answer I want. So what will be the more correct answer? You can put in a chat box also, no issue. More correct answer I want about this particular symbol. If someone will give, so definitely I will mark separately his roll number. Transistor is a general answer you have given, but correct, roll number 38 has given the correct answer. That is the, but he has written the only FET. So my friends, one what we can say, when one standard we supposed to maintain is that whenever we are writing the short form, you supposed to write in a capital letters, FET. So all it should be in a capital one. So what is it stands for? Field effect transistor. This is more correct answer according to me. But more to more correct answer, who will give it to me? That is final key. It is a FET. But in FET also there are two types. Which are these two types? Can anyone message here?
N channel and P channel.
N channel and P channel. Very good. So, okay, I got another response. That is the MOSFET. So this MOSFET family is a very, very important as far as our electronics and telecommunication field is related. Because till now, we have not gone for a design or the manufacturing and all that. So due to that, we don't know the internal parameter of it. की MOSFET आणि ट्रान्झिस्टर मध्ये काय फरक आहे? मग ट्रान्झिस्टर वापरायचा का MOSFET वापरायचा? ट्रान्झिस्टर कधी वापरायचा, MOSFET कधी वापरायचा? ट्रान्झिस्टर का वापरायचा किंवा MOSFET का वापरायचा? So these are the very minute, and if you will go in a design part, that time you will come to know की काय फरक आहे आणि कधी काय वापरतात. But as here, as okay, very good. So the next answer also it came in the chat box. That is a depletion MOSFET. Depletion MOSFET. So one thing is that this is not the MOSFET. This is a FET. But in FET also there are two types, subtypes. That is, one is depletion type and enhancement type. Depletion type and enhancement type. So in that, again, two subtypes are there. That is N channel depletion FET, P channel depletion FET. Then N channel enhancement type of FET and P channel enhancement type of FET. Like that, these are the broad families there of this particular FET or the MOSFET. So here, as far we are not going in that detail because that is a part of other subject and you have studied this already. So this is the N channel FET. Actually, the arrow, it is missed in this diagram because I have also copied this diagram over here. So N channel FETs are there. So how they are going to work, how they work, all should know that also. Mux कसं वापरतात means how it works. So all we don'ts की दोन इनपुट असतात, एक आउटपुट असतं आणि एक कंट्रोल म्हणजे सिलेक्ट लाईन असते. त्या सिलेक्ट लाईन नुसार त्या दोन्हीतलं एक इनपुट आउटपुटला जातं. हे मगचं वर्क झालं. Inverter, how it works. AND gate, how it works. Buffer. So anyone knows about this particular symbol, buffer? This is the symbol for buffer, and in more correct, this is the symbol for who will give, just put in the chat box, because this is important before going to study this in actual key, how it works. So each and every component everyone should know. So that's why we are just giving the time for this. हा सिम्बॉल कशाचा आहे? मी सांगितलं की जसं तुम्ही मगाशी FET उत्तर दिलं. So I am now giving the answer. This is the buffer. But more correct answer will be you have gone through this particular symbol. कशाचा आहे हा symbol? Can I expect a single answer from anyone? हा जो symbol आहे तो कशाचा आहे?
Integrator.
Integrator, okay.
Op-amp.
Op-amp, okay.
Operational amplifier.
ऑपरेशनल एम्प्लिफायर, ओके. नाही, आता जसं मी सांगितलं की FET तुम्ही उत्तर दिलं तर मी त्याची फॅमिली एक्सप्लेन केली आणि म्हटलं की त्यातली हे एक सब फॅमिली आहे, मीन्स एन चॅनल डिप्लेशन टाइप ऑफ FET. तसंच हा बफरच आहे, पण त्याचे सब टाइप्स काय आहेत किंवा त्याची ऍडिशनल व्हर्जन कुठलं आहे, त्यातला हा सिम्बॉल कशाचा आहे. जसं डायोड आणि LED चा सिम्बॉल कधी तुम्ही काढलात का? काय फरक आहे दोन्हीत, डायोड आणि LED? फक्त तुम्ही ते लाईटच्या दोन लाईन्स दाखवता अँड दॅट बिकम्स द LED. डायोडलाच तुम्ही ज्या दोन लाईन्स दाखवल्या की तो LED होतो. तसंच सेम हिअर, इट इज अ जनरल बफर itself, but the third line, if you can observe, so this is the one line and here is the one line. So this is symbolically represented. So it is known as the tri-state buffer. Tri-state buffer. Okay, लक्षात ठेवा, अशी जर रेग असेल त्या ट्रायंगलला, सो इट विल बी रिप्रेझेंटिंग ट्राय-स्टेट बफर. आता पुढचा प्रश्न येतो की बफरचं काम काय? So it is nothing but just whatever it comes at the input, give it to output. मग कशाला लावायचं, जे येतंय ते पुढे द्यायचंय. तर so the main work is of that third terminal. So here it is written read latch आणि इथे लिहिलंय read pin. They are playing the main role. हे जोपर्यंत वन होत नाहीत पिन, ही थर्ड पिन, तोपर्यंत इनपुटचा डेटा आउटपुटला जात नाही. So this is the one we can say the parameter which is working importantly. Okay, next one is the D latch or the D flip flop. D flip flop कसं वर्क करतं? So it is also the same one की whatever it comes at the D, after some delay it will goes to the output. So that's why it is called the delay flip flop. And right latch, this is what you can observe on this particular the slide. So this right latch is working as a clock for this D flip flop. We know that की कुठलाही flip flop हा ला clock signal लागते, तर त्याच्या रायझिंग एजला किंवा लीडिंग एजला किंवा लेवलला that it is going to be work and the input is going to be transferred to the output. Okay, so this is all about the whatever the components is been used in this particular block diagram. तर ही कशाची ब्लॉक डायग्राम आहे म्हणून सांगितलं, तर पोर्ट 0 च्या प्रत्येक पिनची, म्हणजे P0.0, P0.1, P0.2, P0.3 प्रत्येकाला ही सेम सर्किट इनबिल्ट आहे 8051 मध्ये. So at individual level, so you can observe here P0.x it is written. So this X stands for 0 to 7. Remember, this X stands for the 0 to 7. So P0.0, P0.1 like that. समजलंय? This is the brief introduction about this port 0 structure. Now how it works. आता पोर्ट 0 जो आहे तो आपण बघितला आताच, मी पिन कॉन्फिगरेशन मध्ये दाखवलं की पोर्ट 0 इज वर्किंग ऍज आयदर इनपुट आउटपुट और ऍड्रेस और डेटा लाईन. बरोबर का? एकतर इनपुट आउटपुट म्हणून वापरला जातो किंवा it will be working as a address or data lines. So the one question it is asked here, what is the main advantage of buffer? So this is buffer, it is just used as a catering the current. Sometimes in some application it is needed that the data should be in a voltage, that is 1 or 0, 5 volt or like this. So whenever it just passes from input to the output, some delay should be there or some controlling logic should be there. It should not just pass as a short circuit. So that time this buffer is going to be used. So sometimes it is used as a current limiter or the current increased. So for that purpose also this buffer is going to be used. So main work is to just pass the input to the output by inserting the delay or controlling by this particular pin. And the alternate use of the buffer is to increase the current from the input to the output. At the input 5 volt, at the output also 5 volt. But the current, if it is at the input 10 milliampere, at the output it will be 20 milliampere. So internally it will has the some components to be mounted so that this particular current is going to be hike. So the different uses of the buffers are there. So you can just go through the in detail about this particular buffer on the portal. Okay. Now come back here. So the D flip-flop we have seen all this one. So what is the work of port 0? So either input output or over there. So either it will be used as an input output or it will be used for this the address or data lines. So how? So for that only, if you can see the cursor, control circuit हे आहे इथं. हे जे दोन भाग आहेत. First is that up to D flip-flop and another part is this particular control logic, which is deciding whether the port 0 is working as an input output or address data line. Got it? So this control pin is very important in this case. So if it is 1, just note down and if possible just write it in the notebook also, this particular sentence. So when control pin is equal to 1, control pin is equal to 1, the port 0 will work as address oblique data line. Definitely in the MCQs, I will put this type of question. So it is very important. So note it down. And when control pin is equal to 0, it will work for the or a normal bidirectional input output pin. Bidirectional means की जर input असेल तर आतमध्ये येणार, output असेल तर बाहेर जाणार. So that's why the bidirectional word is used. Otherwise simple, it will work as a normal input output pins. Control 0 असेल तर input output, control 1 असेल तर address oblique data line. So this is the work of this particular the control logic. Now how it is going to be work? जर आपण port 0 input म्हणून कॉन्फिगर करतोय. इनपुट म्हणून म्हणजे काय, तर पोर्ट 0 ला आपण एक सेन्सर लावलेला आहे, टेम्परेचर सेन्सर, अँड इट इज गोइंग टू बी टेक द टेम्परेचर सेन्सिंग अँड इट इज जस्ट ऍडिंग द टेम्परेचर रीडिंग्स इन दिस 8051. तर त्यावेळेस हे सर्किट कसं वर्क होतं. सो जस्ट अज्युम दॅट. सो दिस इज द पिन नंबर 1 or it is going ahead. So this will be the external pin and we have configured this as a input. आता इनपुट म्हणजे मी काय सांगितलं की इथून तुम्हाला इनपुट students, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Due to some network issue, I was just disconnected from the Zoom. So I have re-logged in. So thank you for waiting. So here we were talking about the port 0. ही port 0 चं काम काय आहे, यात काय काय असतं, that is we have seen. Now how it works, so that we supposed to just check out. So we have decided that we will configure the port 0 as a input. Port 0 as a input. So for that we know that when it will work as an input, so when we are configure it as a 1. 1 means input, and if it is 0 means output, like that. So input means the data will come in this particular direction. So if we will configure as a input, so the data whatever it will come, for example we will take the 1. So this one is passing in this particular direction, but the other direction is here also. But as we can see, this particular configuration of two FETs, their n channel FETs are connected back to back. So this data will not enter through this particular path, because as we know that the FETs are going to be work from this particular when the input will be given to this FET. So that time the FET will be either on or off, and accordingly this particular we will get the output at this particular pin. So in this way it is no possible path. So this one will goes and will come up to here. But here as we said that if this read pin is equal to 1, then and then only this one will transfer to this particular the output. And once it is reached over here, so through this path it will goes to the 8051. So here the 8051 is here, and here it is the external pin through which you can connect or you can interface this particular. So this is how it is going to be work as a input. Now let us suppose that the another one, so where is the white is not, if it works as a output, that is we are making this as a 0. That means whatever the 8051 will give, it should reach over here and it will go like this. So for example, if 8051 has given the data 1, so from here it will reach to the D flip-flop. So we know the working of D flip-flop. This one will be transferred to the output. It is Q. So it is Q bar. It is also missed over here. So as it is 1, so here you will get the output as a this particular Q bar 0, which is going and it will reach as a 0. So at this moment, this control logic is playing important role. So as far as I told की जर input output pin म्हणून वापरायचं असेल तर control should be equal to 0. Control should be equal to 0. So for working as a IO pin. मग हे जर 0 झालं, so this line is going to be become 0. So this is going to be control and this is going to be connected over here. ही जी पिन आहे ही 1 च्या ऐवजी ही इकडं कनेक्ट होते. मग whatever data is here, so it will
Sir, voice is not audible.
Due to disconnectivity, once again I will explain. Due to what is this? Okay, once again I will just fast. I will just brief this. So whenever we are going to try to make it working as a output, means whatever data we are going to pass, it will reach over here. So if one we will send, so one will come here, so it is a q bar, so it will be definitely 0. So at the same time, for working as the input output pins, this control should be 0. So if it is 0, so definitely this pin is going to be connected over here. So this 0 will reach at the input of this second FET. This is the first FET and this is the second FET. So as this control is equal to 0, so one of the input for AND gate is also 0. And as we know that if the input of AND gate is 0, so output also 0. So both the FETs are getting the 0 0 as a input. That means this will be in off condition and this will also in a off condition. But both the FETs are in off condition, so what will be the output? So this is known as the floating condition. This is known as the floating condition. And this is the one of the problem with this port 0. So the solution on this, that is, we supposed to just make it some additional feature, or the we have to add one pull-up resistor over here across this one. And this is also of the 10k ohm value. Pull-up resistor. Pull-up resistor means it is just passing this whatever the VCC is there through this resistor, it will goes to the this particular output pin. So VCC will reach to the output means 1, and whatever given the 1, it will reach to the output. So this is what the need of a pull-up resistor in this port 0. And if we will go for the next slide, so this is what it has been shown. This is the general question की port 0 ला pull up resistor लावावा लागतो compulsory externally, तर का? So that is the what answer is here. This is the scenario, and in this case both these FETs are trying to become off, which is known as the floating condition, and to avoid this floating condition, pull up resistor is been added. And this is what प्रत्येक पिनला अशा पद्धतीनं 10k चा पुल अप रेजिस्टर हा कनेक्ट करावा लागतो, जर इनपुट आउटपुट पिन म्हणून वापरायचा असेल तर. Okay, so this is what the scenario about the port 0 and all about this the particular input output pin. At the same time now, जर आता ऍड्रेस आणि डेटा लाईन्स म्हणून वापरायचं असेल, ऍड्रेस आणि डेटा लाईन म्हणून वापरायचं असेल तर काय करावं लागेल? फर्स्ट थिंग, control is equal to 1. जर control is equal to 1 असेल, means one of the pin of this AND gate will be 1. So this address will be get enabled. आता ह्याचा काही उपयोग नाही इकडून. हा ऍड्रेस आणि डेटा लाईन म्हणून वापरला जाणार आहे पोर्ट 0. So if it is 1, so the another one input of AND gate is 1. So 1 1 1. The same line, if you goes over here, this one due to this inverter it becomes 0. So this data 0 will reach over here. म्हणजे वरच्या FET ला इनपुट काय येणार आहे 1 आणि खालच्या FET ला इनपुट काय येणार आहे 0. 0 इनपुट म्हणजे हे ऑफ, 0 इनपुट म्हणजे हे ऑफ, आणि ह्याला one input म्हणजे this will be on म्हणजे short circuit, on म्हणजे short circuit आणि off म्हणजे open circuit. That is the fixed concepts are there. So that also you might be knowing. तर हा जर on झाला, so what is the this VCC will get the path to flow in this direction. VCC is going to get the path through this direction, and whatever it is the one over here, so that will reach at this particular at the output pin. So this is how it will work as a input output pin as well as the data oblique address line. So this is what the today's port 0 we will limit here as in this lecture. The port 1, port 2 and port 3. So in the coming session we are going to learn. So you just watch this video due to this interruption it get disturbed, but you just watch this once twice so that you will come to know that key how the lines I have drawn and how I have explained, and you will also just note it down in your language की काय होतं जर इनपुट आउटपुट म्हणून वापरायचं असेल तर काय, जर ऍड्रेस डेटा लाईन म्हणून वापरायचं असेल तर काय, जर इनपुट पिन कॉन्फिगर करायचे असेल तर कशी करणार, कसं वर्क होतं, हाऊ दिस एफईटीज आर गोइंग टू वर्क, ह्या कंट्रोल लॉजिकचं काम काय. सो दॅट ऑल्सो यू विल कम टू नो दॅट. Okay, so here we will stop, and I will stop this sharing. I will just conduct the attendance. Okay, this is randomly it is here. Roll number 1. Here.
Present, sir.
2. 2.
Present, sir.
3. Roll number 3. 4.
Present.
5.
Present, sir.
6. Roll number 6. Tomorrow morning there will be a quiz of 10 marks. So don't miss it. Whatever we have covered till now in the second unit. So based on that, I will just give it one quiz, Google quiz. So all of has to attempt that one. Okay. Roll number 7.
Yes, sir.
8.
Present, sir.
9. 9.
Present, sir.
10.
Yes, sir.
11.
Yes, sir.
12.
Yes, sir.
13. 13. 14.
Yes, sir.
15.
Yes, sir.
16.
Present, sir.
17. 18.
Present, sir.
19.
Present, sir.
20.
Yes, sir.
21.
Yes, sir.
22. 22. 23. 24. 'Okay, you just put your roll numbers in the chat box and you can leave. Next 25. 26.
Present, sir.
27.
Present, sir.
28.
Present, sir.
29.
Present, sir.
30,
Present, sir.
31,
Present, sir.
32, 33,
Present, sir.
34,
Yes, sir.
35,
Present, sir.
36,
Present, sir.
37, 38,
Yes, sir.
39,
Yes, sir.
40, 41,
Yes, sir.
42,
Yes, sir.
43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Okay, you can just put your numbers in the chat box and you can leave. Thank you.
4 present, sir.